again, I wake up early and I'm trying to be quiet because people are still sleeping. Because typically I have my own routine, like I said, and you guys have epically ruined that. Once again, by the state of Utah for being idiots. So, where did I start to see the trickery? From the very beginning. When I'm like, I'm the one with the protective order. Why is my address visible and then the perpetrator's hidden? That seems a bit backwards. So I'd bring that up and they're like, I don't know why it's like that. Like, okay, so you should probably fix that. And then it felt like I was always being yelled at if I was showing them proof of what their job was entailing. I'm like, it's not that hard. It's on your website. And then I'd print it off and I'd show them all the guidelines that specifically states by the Utah courts. And then that DCFS worker said, yeah, we don't do that with you, though. Like, so that would be considered discrimination if you are doing something different than everyone else to me. Okay, continue with your idiocracy. And then that one also encouraged neglect. This is an example. So this one, my mother and I went in, and I hadn't seen my baby in quite some time. They kept putting more barriers. I wasn't really understanding why at all. And I'd keep asking, and I would do whatever they asked, and still they'd be like, okay, and here's another obstacle that you have to do while blindfolded and holding fire in your mouth. And please keep that gun next to your head. And I'm like, okay, this seems very scary, but if I will get them back, I'll do whatever you say. And then I went to the office with my mom, just see how everything was going. Since this see you next Tuesday is that one is horrible. Anyway, she said, I came in to, it gives me bad memories just even thinking about her. Just want to punch her in the throat. And I refrained every time. I could have drop kicked her in 2 seconds. She is literally an idiot. And so I went up to her and I asked her a question. I was like, hey, I heard from that one's Faja that you were allowing that one to get drunk to the point of passing out as long as that child is there that is 13 to watch my baby. And I said, did you say that was okay to do? That you condone an alcoholic getting to the point of blackout drunk every night as long as the child is there that's 13 to watch my baby? And my mom and I were like expecting, like, oh no, never to say that. No, this one said, well, it's not a violation of a law. I was like, excuse me? It's not unlawful. So, yeah. And I smacked my head inside because it is unlawful. That is neglect. And you are encouraging bad behavior. If someone is an alcoholic and you're condoning and saying, good job, keep doing it, that is encouraging them to continue the bad behavior. So these were the ones that said that one was safer than over here because I took them to too many interviews. One each. Too many. Nothing else behind it, just that I was causing emotional abuse to my babies because I was taking them to too many interviews. During this process of gaining freedom, or treatment kindly, I don't know, being a human, they created so many barriers, and I would just run around, and it was exhausting. Like I said, I was 14 times wrongfully incarcerated. One of the times my stepdad texted someone. At this time, I had no contract that I could not speak to this one. So my stepdad, I was just like, can you just text and see where they're at? Because we were waiting at a safety exchange to get my baby at the Logan Police Department. Mind you, Logan Police Department. So we're sitting there, then all of a sudden, rushed by Cache County Sheriff's Office. They looked like U.S. Marshals, and I was like, is something going on here? And he was like, you're under arrest, sorry. And I'm like, for what? You're under arrest. For what? Can you please reference what Utah codes I am violating by sitting and waiting for my baby? You are being arrested. Okay, again, you have not given me any specific details into why you are doing this. And then they would usually bum rush me and tackle me and just force me into submission. So I would just go with the flow. I didn't resist. I would just say, whatever. What else can you do? Another time I was doing yoga at Utah State University. We were talking about consent, making comedy with some of the statues. During this part, I think I was doing maybe downward facing dog. I don't know. I think it was very minimal stretching, nothing too exhausting. And my friend posted it online. I didn't. My friend did. My friend recorded it on their phone, not mine. They uploaded it. They did it. And then I was, again, incarcerated. Again, them not specifically stating any details of why I was being incarcerated. And then I would have to sit in there. Just like the time that I was in there for a long time. They attacked me while I was at the United States Postal Office, adjacent from the Cache County Attorney's Office. If you look at that date and time on March 7th, I'm sure they were sitting in that little window, probably eating popcorn and laughing away, thinking it's hilarious for traumatizing a whole family, and siding with an epic psychopathic killer. Anyways, I asked and questioned this one detective, not the one that I am suing. I was suing both because they both were there. They both were part of the scene of the crime. So, this one had no idea why I was being arrested either. He said, I don't know, my superior told me I needed to do it. And I said, so if your superior told you to kill me, would you do it? And then he sat there and he's like, And I'm like, yeah, so you should probably look into what you're doing before you do it. Because you look like a dumbass. So, anyway, back to the one that is my fave. The one that I give gift baskets to, and mint breasts. Mint breast? Yeah, it's mint breath. You like mint breath? They don't like it here. Not in Cache Valley. They get mad whenever I eat mints. They just did it to me a couple days ago. So they claimed on, some investigative reporting, which is quite ironic. This one said in feeling words, I feel that she is on pills. I feel that she is doing naughty parties. And I was like, you can't feel shit, bro. You are an investigator. You are not a therapist. No one asked for your recommendations on your psyche. We are asking for your investigative reporting on what you collected within evidentiary studies. If you do not understand this, and if you have feelings attached to it, it would have been avoid a no at that point for a conflict of interest. Because feelings mean you are emotionally attached. So bye. Because there was no fact from the very beginning of me doing harmful on anyone, anything. Oh, but the house is nice. House is shelter, water, food, and money.